Hello and welcome again. We are now at the final 7th chakra of the series of the Chakra Cleanse and Activation series. And this one is the Sahashrara chakra, which is the one in the crown of the head. Sahashrara means 1,000 petaled lotus. And that is what is represented with the crown chakra. It's like a lotus flower that opens up to the cosmos. So if you can imagine, you are grounded through the Mother Earth energy with the Muladhara chakra in the base, and you obviously the energy is travelling up that Sushumna up to the 1,000 petal lotus flower, and you're connecting up then therefore to the energy of the cosmos. So Father energy, Mother energy, and you are the part of the all, you're the child energy between. So it's a kind of universal law, as above, so below, so within, so without. And when you have fully manifested the enlightenment or the enlightened awareness of that, of the fact that how we are and how you are a part of the all, not something that's separate from it. Once you fully understand that, it is said that you are a realised, enlightened soul. So you can imagine it as being part, like the ocean, the sea. Okay, so the whole of the cosmos is the sea, and each little ripple or each little tiny wave is a representation of everyone and everything in that ocean of life, so to speak, and their little impressions or their personalities or their variations of the whole ocean. But it's when you actually fully appreciate and realise that and really feel that you feel, they say that that's when you feel enlightenment. But like all things, it's not something that maybe it does stick with you. It's a feeling, it's an understanding, it's something that you feel from deep within. And you know, yoga practice over the millennia has been a practice in which it will help to manifest all these things. But of course, the actual asana posture part of yoga is only one of 8 different yogic paths that you can go in within this whole thing. But certainly the asana practice is a great one to start with, because it helps to open up the body, so it clears the body of stuck energy and traumas and things, and it gets that out away, so you can observe what comes up when you have little aches and pains that arrive. Just observe the thoughts that come up, because quite often you can tackle those particular energy fields or traumas when you're not so close to the raw situation when it happened. So it could be something that happened way back when you were 5 in the playground that's been a wee stuck energy and given you a niggle all these years. When you open up your body and release some of that stuck energy, sometimes you can have memories coming up when you least expect it, something you haven't thought about for years. So it's good to sit with that memory and work out if there's something that you can work out and work through and move forward with. Right, lots more on all of that. There's so much you can find out about the chakras if you're interested. But it is a very interesting line of inquiry, and I would suggest it's a really good thing for you and your yoga practice to find out a little bit more about them and what they can do and how the imbalance of them can represent themselves in your everyday life. Okay, so we're going to start off in our usual Sukhasana position. But we're going to work on a little bit of the lotus position later on in the class, and of course we are going to do our headstand, because obviously that's something directly related to the crown chakra. So we will start off by connecting within. So if you want to imagine, as you're breathing in and exhaling, you want to imagine you're rooting and grounding yourself down into the Mother Earth through the Muladhara chakra. And then if you want to imagine yourself as you're inhaling that energy coming up, down first of all, in, up, and then down through all the chakras, so your Muladhara chakra at the base, your Svadhisthana chakra in the sacral area, your Manipura chakra in the solar plexus area, Anahata chakra in the heart, Vishuddha chakra in the throat, the Ajna chakra in the third eye, and the Sahashrara chakra in the crown. So you can imagine you have a rod of energy grounding into the Mother Earth and coming up into the cosmos, Father Sky, God, if you will, however you see that presence of the all. You're connecting to the all. And just notice how your body feels, releasing any tension in the shoulders and just sitting and being with all that is. Take another deep breath in here. Allow the belly to expand. Just hold that breath at the top. And then release anything left that no longer serves you there. And slowly open your eyes. Well done. Alright, take the arms up and an inhale. Exhale down. Inhale, imagine your lotus flowers opening. Inhale and exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Well done. Just take the hands onto the shoulders. Bring the shoulders up to the height in line with the shoulders. Take a deep breath and we're going to just swing the shoulders round. So we're doing a nice upper body spinal twist. Just gently, but you might feel hear a few little cracks. Just do it gently. Do just inhaling and exhaling. Just opening up the spine at the top. Just keep breathing and swinging. Excellent. Okay, and then just bring the elbows down towards your sides. Okay, well done. Take the left hand round, clasp the fingers together. Now bring that left arm round your back as far as you can. Okay, then you're going to grab your fingers like so. You're going to sit up straight and you're just going to take the head over to the right, okay? Okay, so you're just going to again just breathe through. I love this warm-up stretch. I just feel it really irons out a lot of the tension in the neck and the shoulders and the trapezius muscle as well. It's a great one to do if you're sitting at a desk, you know, and you're rounding down towards your keyboard or whatever, and you just need to release the pectoral muscles and give them a nice elongation here. So this is quite a good one that you can do. That's not terribly obvious if you're sitting in an office with everybody else that what you're up to. All right, so your head is to the right here, and then we're just going to take the head up to neutral, then inhale, and then just take the other arm round, and again do exactly the same like the other side, just as far as you can bring that right arm round your back, and then take the head to the left. Just breathing nice and deeply. Just opening up that whole neck area. Want to get the blood flow flowing up into the brain there. So we don't want any restrictions. So just take a nice deep breath in here. Okay, and then bring the hands back down. Well done. Okay, take the right hand down, inhale the left up and over. Again, I love this one as well. I bring this into most of my warm-ups. Take a nice deep breath in here and exhale again. Just because I love the way it opens up the side of the body. Inhale up and exhale. Inhale up and exhale. Good. Inhale back. One more time each side. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. And back. Inhale the right arm up and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Well done. Okay, coming back down. Bring the legs out in front. We're going to do a little point and flex of toes. Is another one I always like to bring in. My Indian teachers were a big fan of this leg warm up as well. Never forgot it. Always was part of the warm up routine. Okay, bring the heels and the toes together. So we're going to try and get the heels and the pads of the toes together. We're still sitting up nice and straight. And if you lift the kneecaps up here, you'll find that you are engaging the leg muscles as well. You need to hold that core nice and strong, pelvic floor, in order to maintain this nice position here. And again, just breathe through. And 2, 3, 4, and 5, and release. Point and flex the toes again, one more time. Wonderful. Alright, so now we're going to bring the legs up. Okay, we're going to bring them into this position here. Alright, so the left leg is tucked in, the right leg is over the top. And we're just going to do a nice little twist here. Okay, so we're going to take the left hand round, we're going to inhale, and as we exhale, take the left hand round, and just take the right hand to that left knee. It's a gentle twist. Take the gaze over the left, and you just want to make sure that you're lifting up through the chest, nice and steady. Three, 4, and 5. Good. Come back to centre. Okay, I'm just going to do a slight twist to the other side here, okay? So we're going to now take the left hand to the right knee and take the right hand behind. So it's an opposing twist, okay? Just keep it nice and steady. Breathing through. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Coming back to centre. Well done. Take the feet out in front. Bring the soles of the feet together, about 1.5 feet away from you. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, come forward. Oh, I was doing one of Rhonda's kettlebell classes. I can feel that in my legs. That's good. Oh dear. That's good. Well, this is a great one to do then, actually, because I can feel that nice stretch in there with the abductors there. It was one with lots of lunges, has to be said. Okay, taking 2, 3, just relax into this, 4, and 5. Coming back up, we'll just finish with that nice twist the other side. Okay, Sahashrara. Alright, so first of all, take a nice deep breath in. Take the right hand behind, left hand comes over that knee. We keep ourselves upright, and we're bringing a nice twist in here. You can feel it right through the midsection of the tummy here. Okay, so it's a nice gentle twist, but it gets all the digestion and things going in there as well as offering a nice spinal twist. Twists are very good for the spine. They help to get the spine back into position again. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come back to centre. Inhale, and as you exhale, just come around with a nice gentle twist the other side. Okay, you can either have your hands like that, or you can slightly grab that left leg. That helps you just anchor yourself into that position. 4 and 5. Well done, coming back to centre. Okay, excellent. Right, we're going to try and stand up here with no hands. That's a little challenge for you to start practicing. Alright, we're going to come to the front of the mat. Okay, so we're going to just do a couple of sun salutations just to open up the body. So we're going to take a nice deep breath in, up, and exhale, forward fold. Do the Ashtanga style today. Just remember, you really do want to bring sun salutations in, looking up with it straight back into most of your practices, if not every single one, back into plank. Exhale down. Again, you can bring yourself down all the way to the floor, remember, and come up into a cobra rather than upward dog if that's what you can manage. And then we're going to come back onto the toes, that's the modified version. Okay, 5 breaths here. You should always bring sun salutations in, and if you have no time to do a full yoga practice, 10 minutes of sun salutations is the best exercise you can do in the time available in terms of flexibility and strength. And it brings in a good deal of aerobic strength into the lungs and things as well. Four and 5. Inhale, right foot up to the hands, followed by the left. Looking up with a nice straight back first of all, and then we're going to exhale our nose into the knee, Uttanasana. Inhale the arms up to the ceiling, and exhale back down. And again, left side, inhale, exhale, to the knees. Inhale, look up the straight back, exhale, left foot back, right foot into plank. Exhaling down to Chaturanga, inhaling upward dog, exhaling downward dog. Just again, adjust the feet to suit, not everyone's in the right position. Breathing 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good, inhale, left foot up to the hands, followed by the right. Inhale with a straight back, exhale into the knees. Inhale, all the way up, exhale down. Well done. Okay, I want you to step back with that right foot. Okay, we're going to come straight into a high lunge here, okay? High lunge, bring that body all the way down. Keep that back leg straight and strong if you can. Okay, now, we're going to take the hands behind us, clasp them together, bring the shoulders down. I'll just hold for 5. 1, 2, 3, keep it steady, 4, and 5. Now we're going to bring the back foot into our warrior stance. So we're just swiveling on that ball of the foot, but ever so slightly. Okay, we still bring, so we bring the heel down, but the toes are still turned in, about 45 degrees. Alright, so we're going to come into our humble warrior position. So we're coming deep into a warrior foot position. We bring our body down and exhale towards our left thigh. Bring the arms up and over. Keep it steady. 1. Now you might only have your hands here, that's okay. Just lift as high as you can, okay? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring the hands down behind you. Take them down to that front foot. Bring your body back into plank. That's a strong starter for 10, okay? Hold yourself strong in plank. Keep that core engaged. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring your knees to the width of the mat. Bring the balls of the feet together. Bring the forehead down towards the floor.
And just allow your body just to relax in this position for a few breaths. And 4. And 5. Okay, bring the knees together. Take the tops of the feet down. Come back onto the heels, take the hands behind. And then we're going to just lift the bottom up towards the ceiling, take the head back. 1, 2, just keep raising that bottom up to the ceiling. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done. Bring that bottom down. Bring the body up. Come forward. And then just bring that right foot up. Okay, so we're moving the right foot up to the hands. We're going to come into our high lunge with the other side. Alright, so again, just come deeply down, keep the back leg straight and strong. You're on the ball of the foot. Take the hands behind, roll the shoulders down. Just hold here for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, bring that body forward, bring the arms up. Now you can roll the shoulders back and forth if they're a wee bit stiff. Just try and bring up your arms as far as you can. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we held for 10, didn't we? 6, 7, keep it strong. 8, 9, and 10. Well done. Bring the hands down. Bring yourself back into plank. Hold for 5. 1. Keep it steady. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring the knees to the width of the mat. Bring the balls of the feet together. Coming down. Melting heart. Breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, coming back up, bring the knees together, and then just come back and kneel on the heels. This time we're just going to come back, bring the weight back onto the heels and lift the knees. Again, do it one knee at a time if you're struggling, and if that's really too painful for you, just take the weight back on the heels as much as you feel you can. People's tops of the feet can be very, very tight. It just takes a little bit of practice to get to the point where you can sit quite happily here without any discomfort at all. Okay, so again, it might just be that you're just sitting back a little bit further on your heels, and that's really all that you feel you can do. Just take your time, do what's right for you. Okay, so 3, 4, and 5. Well done. Alright, bring the knees back down, take the hands out in front, curl the toes under, and just come back, walk the hands back up to a nice forward fold. Now you might need to bend your knees here, that's okay. But if you're able to keep your feet nicely together, engage the core, hands down, heels back in line with your heels of your feet if you can, but don't worry if you're still here. You just have to keep working slowly, and you will eventually get to a position where you are quite nicely forward folded in front there. Okay, take a nice deep breath in here and just allow that weight distribution all through the soles of the feet. Okay, just be aware that you want to make sure that you are well balanced. Well done. hold that position here nice and steady. Okay, I want you to bend the knees now. I want you just to slowly come back up into a nice chair pose. Now here we are, we're just bending the knees here, keeping the back nice and straight. We're lifting up through the chest, hands are up, looking up towards the thumbs. Keeping that balance, so keep the ankles and the knees close together, holding steady through the core. Breathing. Two, 3, 4, and 5. Lifting up and come back down. Okay, right, we're going to come and do a little bit of a nice squat position. So, I want you to bring that right leg over, higher than the knee. Don't want you to use the knee as a shelf for your right leg, okay? So we're just bringing that right leg over. Now, hopefully you'll be able to hold that position quite nicely. I just want to bring the hands into prayer. Okay, so keep it strong on the core here. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, you're going to bend that left knee. Alright, so I just want you to bring that nice squat in there. Remembering, look at something straight ahead that isn't moving, and hold steady. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well done. Release that right foot and bring it over and behind you, and you're coming into warrior 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well done. Warrior 3, of course, remember, is that position there. Okay? I realised I was doing that facing you might not see what I was doing. Okay? You might want to rewind that and have a look again. Alright? I think you know now. So, you're going to bring that left one up. We're going to try the other side. So the left one just comes up, it's above the knee. So you're holding it here. Again, core nice and strong. Bending that knee, holding that steady. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well done. Release the foot. Bring it slowly behind. This is what's really hard about changing position. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well done. Well done! You managed to hold those 2 by moving. Again, it's about keeping the core really strong, your drishti point stable as you make that transition to move into one from one balance to another. Well done if you managed that well. Right, okay, so now we're going to just bring ourselves into a nice gentle triangle and a paravrita one. And then I want to come down to do some mat work, opening up the hips. We'll do a little bit of lotus practice, and then we'll do a nice back bend, and then we'll do our headstand. Alright, so we're going to come into our Utthita Trikonasana, our triangle. So both legs are nice and straight and engaged. That left foot is slightly turned in, right foot straight ahead. Your pelvis is actually round here to the front, not in this position if you're about to do warrior 1. You're bringing it all the way around, okay? Inhale the arms up, reach out with that right hand first of all as far as you can reach before coming down towards that right toe. But remember, don't be compromising by trying to come forward like this just to get down. It's a side stretch, okay? If you want to get full benefits of this posture, even if you are just here, but you're still flat. It's like you imagine 2 walls coming in and making you into a 2-dimensional shape. That's what you want to achieve with this. Alright, so you want to look up towards that left hand if that's okay for you. In Ashtanga style, we grab that right toe, but other yoga schools do things differently. But what you don't want to do is dump this weight on that shin. Okay, that puts too much pressure on your knee joint. So you need to hold it all through from here and allow that lengthening through the left side. Okay, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, coming back up. Remember, lift that knee and kneecap up, and that will support everything in your leg. Inhale, and we're going to go round to Parivrtta. So we're taking the left hand round now, and we're taking it down towards the right hand side of the right foot. Now again, you may not be able to do that completely, so just, you can have your hand gently on that shin, but don't be putting any weight on it if you can manage that. Put the hand down. You can also bring a block here if you wish. Take the hand down, and then you're wanting to rotate the top part of the shoulders round, so you come into a nice revolved triangle here, bringing that left shoulder in line with the right toe. Okay, keep the legs strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well done. Come back up. Excellent. Bend that front knee. We're going to swivel that round now. So we're going to do the exact same thing the other side. Right foot slightly turned in, pelvis round to the front. Inhale up. Remember, your legs should be positioned roughly about your leg length. Okay, so that's that golden mean. Keep it nice and steady, keep the legs engaged. Core. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come back up again. And then we're going to take the right arm round to the left hand side of that left foot. Rotate the shoulders round. 1, legs straight, core engaged. 2, arms active. 3, 4, and 5. Well done. Inhale. Come up to centre. Just bring your feet into star, and I want you just to bend the knees. So just bend the knees slightly, but you're not all the way down, just a little bit, just to bring some bend into the neck, into the legs. You want to try and get the knees not collapsing down in front of you, but out towards the side. Okay, little bend there. Straighten the legs now, feet in star. We're going to do another nice twist as well. I want to come down so we can get some inversions going, so we get the blood used to flowing into the head. Alright, so all we're going to do is take a nice deep breath in, bring the arms up, and as we exhale into the left hand side down to the right foot, or thereabouts. You might only be here, in which case just, go wherever you feel your back is allowing you to go. I'm going to bring that right arm up. Just, if you can't see the right hand, just gaze up as far as your neck is happy for you to do so, up towards the right. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, back up to centre. Exhale, right hand down, left hand up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Come back up again. Alright, inhale here. Take both hands down in front now. Bring your fingertips in line with the toes. You might want to just wind the feet a little bit. And then just take the head down towards the floor. And just breathe. So we're just allowing that first rush of blood there to come into the head. Two, 3, 4, Take the hands out in front of you, as far as you can go. And breathe. Just let the head hang down. Okay, take the weight forward onto the hands and just bend the knees a little bit and just jump the feet together and come down to seated. Well done. Alright, so we're going to come into, first of all we're going to come into Siddhasana. So we're going to start opening up the hips a little bit for a lotus practice. So we'll take the right foot in front and the left foot behind. Alright, so again, this might be quite tight for your right hip, so if you need to put a block underneath your knee, feel free to do so. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, come forward if you can. Don't be forcing anything. This is very strong for right hips, for the right hip, particularly if the right foot's in front for the moment. The same when you do the other side, the left. And it's just a deep hip opener. But it's one to try and practice fairly regularly. So if you're sitting, watching the telly or whatever, and you want to just get down and just get used to sitting and cross-legged a lot, but also just bring that right leg and then the left leg in front. It's a good way just to start getting your body opening at various times during the day. Okay, so we're just relaxing and breathing into that right hip opener. And 3, 4, and 5. Slowly coming back up again. Well done. Alright, okay, so now we're going to then come back and we're going to take the left foot in front now. We're going to do the same for the left side. Okay, so again, take a deep breath in, come forward just as far as your left hip will allow you to do so. Try and surrender into this if you can. Try and just breathe your way through. And then slowly come back up again. Okay, well done. Alright, so bringing the legs out, we're going to take the right foot again this time. And we're going to just start to open up the hip joint. So you can grab your foot like so. If you can tuck it into the elbow, that's great. But don't worry if you can't do that. You can always just hold the foot, okay? If you've got it that you can get it into your elbow, you can take the right arm round and you're kind of grabbing that right leg like a baby, okay? So you're kind of rocking it from side to side. It's a gentle hip opener. It's a really effective one, actually. This is Shroni chakra. So you can then start to bring a wheel action to it, so like a circular motion once you've done from side to side. It's a really good way. And reverse it. You're just rocking and opening that right hip. Good. Alright, so we'll just place that foot down now. Take the left. Again, just either do it with the hand on the foot only, or if you can tuck it into that right elbow, do the same thing. You're just going to rock from side to side. This is a good way to open up the lower back as well, in actual fact, because by lifting up that leg that high, does require a little bit of flexibility in the lower back, so you might only be able to do it like this. Okay, so rotate in a wheel action both ways. Okay, that's great. Well done. So that's a good little hip opener. Alright, so first of all, I'd like to come into Sirsasana A. So we'll just open up this nice hip before we go into bringing it over onto the thigh. So bring that left foot up so that the heel is tucked closely into the perineum there. Take your hips round so so you're in line with straight ahead. If you're not turning your body this way, you are coming in line with your extended leg here with your tummy. So you're going to inhale here and you're going to come forward down towards the right toe. Okay, so you're going to feel that in the left hand side of the lower back as well as into the hip on both sides. And again, if you've got a block or a cushion or a book that you need to put underneath your left knee, that's fine as well. You might not be able to come down too far, you might just be able to come to here, and that's absolutely fine as well. You just go with how your hips feel. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Excellent. Right, take that left leg down, we'll take the right leg up, okay? And again, we'll do the same thing again. So we want to be in line with that extended leg. Inhale up, exhale down, and just try and hold. I love this posture actually. I find it such a great posture for lower back issues, as well as being a great hip opener. But certainly if I have any niggles in my lower back, I tend to come and bring this into my practice because I just really love the way it opens up the body and the lower back. Three, 4, and 5. Okay, slowly come back up. Alright, now we're going to bring that right leg down, okay? Now, I don't know if anyone feels, in fact, let's just do another little thing in between, because sometimes if you are doing lots of forward folds, people need a counter pose for their back, so we'll just do that actually now. Just come forward and come into a nice Sphinx position here. Alright, just gently. Just come into a Sphinx position.
Okay, and you're going to just swing the hips from side to side. I don't tend to get that now when I'm practicing that, but certainly I do know that if you're doing quite a lot of forward folds, it's quite nice to give it a nice counter pose like this in order for you to be able to just move forward with the next ones. It's why in Ashtanga yoga they always have these things called jump throughs, which are very much they're hardcore if you're doing them in between each posture, but they do actually allow your body to come back to a kind of neutral position.
Okay, so we're just going to take a nice deep breath in here, take the hands under the shoulders, and I'm going to push gently back into a nice extended child's pose, just for 3 breaths here. 1, 2, and 3. Well done. Come back up. Okay, so we're going to come back into the seated position here, okay? Now, we're going to bring the left foot up, and we're going to bring it up on top of that right thigh. Alright, now we're just going to slowly, for some people this might be really hard, in which case you just gently work with this, put a block or a cushion or something under that knee if you need to. Alright, some people might have their foot halfway down their thigh, and that's okay as well. If you've got any knee issues or ankle issues, or they're just generally tight, then just take this very slowly and do what you can. For those who are almost there with the whole lotus thing, you want your heel to be positioned on the right hand side of the pubic bone, tucked in there in the groin. You want your foot, everyone's foot, to be fully supported on that right thigh. You don't want your foot coming like so, just to get that knee down on the ground, because you're going to over torque your foot, and that's not good for your foot. So you want your foot fully supported on top of the thigh. Okay. Now, that's effectively you in a half lotus position with that leg. Now, if you're really struggling, don't go any further than that, just stay where you are. And just slowly, the only weight you want to have on that leg is the weight of your arm and hand, nothing else, if that at all. If you're really struggling with that, then nothing at all. And just slowly try and surrender to that positioning, okay? Now, there is another posture that I quite like to do with people who are quite okay with this, alright? So this is if your left leg is up, you take the left hand behind your back and you want to try and grab the toes if you're there. If not, try and grab that right arm. Or if you're really not anywhere near that, just take that arm as far back behind your back as you can, because you're opening up this shoulder. If you've got your toes, that's fantastic. Take a deep breath in here and you're finally going to come forward. Now again, take this really slowly because it's a lot of pressure on the knee, but it's a great one to open the knee, but you need to build up to it. So just take it easy. You'll find that if you've got tight ankles and tight tops of the feet and tight knees, you'll find this quite a tricky one. So again, don't come as, just come as deep as you feel you can. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale. Good. Slowly come back up. Release that left arm. And for those who are happy to bring that right foot up and under, you can come and sit in your half lotus position. This is a very comfortable position to sit in and meditate for many people who have got to this stage where knees and ankles and things are nice and fully free and flexible. I tend to like to sit like this myself actually. I find it more comfortable to sit in a cross-legged position often when I'm wanting to meditate or sit for long periods of time. So just take 3 breaths here and relax. Slowly come back, release that right foot, bring the left down and just let that left foot relax, left leg relax. You'll feel that there's a lot of action going on here in that left leg, okay? Just let it get back to normal, get the blood back in. Okay, so now we're going to bring the right foot up, we'll do the right side. So we're going to position that again on top of that left thigh, and again just slowly bring that right foot up, not yanking it up or anything, it's just a slow movement as you position it there on the top of the thigh, tucking the heel into the left hand side of the pubic bone into the groin area. Knee coming down, but again you can have something underneath the knee, a block if you need. Right hand comes behind, if you can get out of your toe that's fantastic, but again your arm are as far behind the back as you can. Inhaling, gently coming down again towards that left toe, and just allow that right shoulder to start relaxing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly come back up again and then release. Now again, if you're comfortable with that lotus position, you could bring that left foot into half lotus, and we'll just sit here for a few breaths as well. And 3. God, I could just go straight into meditation there. Alright, take the right foot down and just allow that leg to relax. Now we're going to just do a final little position where we're going to try lotus on both sides of the body. Now if you, while I'm just doing this, would like to just come into a sitting position and just relax and breathe and do a wee bit of meditation right now, that's absolutely fine. Alright, so it depends which one you want to do first. Left one on to the right, and then only if you're quite comfortable doing your half lotus would you even consider bringing that right foot up and over. And again, please don't force anything. Alright, it's really imperative that you do not force anything here. But if you are comfortable sitting with both feet should be comfortably on those thighs, and it's a really great posture because it kind of invites you to sit up and sit up straight here.
Some people like to have a little cushion underneath their bottom so that they kind of have some kind of back support. Some people like to sit up with their back against the wall, of course. But with your practice, you'll find that your core and your back gets very strong with yoga. So it's not a big deal to sit in this position upright because your body is just nice and strong and is able to cope with that. Alright, so we'll just slowly take that right foot down. Now normally, somebody will have gone into that position the way they would normally feel comfortable. So if you've done that, try with the other side. So I would be bringing my right foot up, lost a ring there, and then the left. And this is my most comfortable side. The other one I did was not my comfortable side. This is my comfortable side. But again, I've been trying to practice much more with the other leg up because I want to bring more balance into the whole thing, because we always favour our legs in one position. So again, if you're in this position, just have a few breaths here if you can, just trying to relax everything. Just breathing for 1, 2, and 3. Well done. Okay, excellent. Right, just slowly extricate yourself from that and put the feet together and just slowly come down for a nice Paschimottanasana. I feel like I'm going to run out of time to do all the things I want to do today. Okay, so I'm going to do another 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right, okay, so we're going to come into our headstand now, okay? Now, for anyone who really doesn't want to do headstand, you can come up into a nice headstand if you wish. Okay, so if that's something you would prefer to do, then by all means do so. Come into the shoulder stand. For those who would like a little bit of practice with their headstands, I'd recommend you do it against the wall, unless you're very confident that you have control over your uplift. Remember, with the headstand, you must never jump into it because that will off-kilter you. You really want to be able to just slowly raise those legs, okay? So remember, the way to start is to line up your fingertips with your elbows, like so, and then pivot on the elbows, hands together, so that you are absolutely stacked with the correct weight either side of the shoulders. You want to try and be aware that you're pushing from the top part of the shoulder into the forearm. So you're lifting up from here, but you're pushing down with the elbows, okay? So if I can just show you, if you push down really strong into the floor by your forearms up to the elbows, really push into the floor, you will notice that as you push down there is a lift up here. You can kind of generally feel that. You can feel that lift as you push down. That's what you need, okay? It's that strength. Right, okay, so head in that position on the crown of the head. And then all you're going to do is you're going to raise the knees. Okay, now this might be all you want to do. Just come back and forward. Just get that feeling of pushing down to the forearms. Okay, now you shouldn't have any weight on your head at all, really. It's a forearm, it's an arm balance, this really. The head is there, but it should just be scuffing the floor, really. Okay? Now, coming up, if you're past the just coming back and forth, you want to walk your feet towards your face, all right, until you can't walk any further without your feet just feeling the need to lift off. So it's a bit like the clutch
in a manual car, okay, there is a point where you just, it's like a hill start, you just have to lift. Alright, that's the point when your bottom is stacked perfectly. Then you can lift one leg at a time. Okay, and you want to just balance here. Alright, and then come down. Alright, that's what I would recommend you practice if you're unsure about bringing the legs up. I'm going to tuck this in, otherwise I might be exposing myself somewhat. Not like that. Alright, so for those who are ready for the next stage, you're going to bring your legs up one at a time. Okay, so again, you're coming up, pushing down into the elbows. You're coming up, bringing one leg up at a time. Hold the balance, and then you're going to come up. Woo! I came up a bit too fast there, as you can see. Okay. So you're going to hold this for as long as you can. It's very important that you keep the core very, very strong. Okay, then I'd advise you to come down one at a time. Now you can see, as I went up a bit too fast there, I did a wobble. So the best way to control yourself is to really hold that core in, and then you have control. If you are at a point, if you do fall over, the best way to come out of that is just to roll. So you're rolling into, you just roll out of it. Okay, that's the best way. That's the safest way to come out of a headstand if you've lost the control. But you shouldn't really have lost the control if you're doing it against the wall. You'll always have the wall there or you can have somebody to hold you. Okay. Right, for those who want to come up with a piked leg, this is something that you need to have a nice strong back for and a nice strong core. But I'll just quickly demonstrate so people, I know there are a few of you out there who are at that point. So, again, come up onto the tiptoes, walk your feet to the point you can't go any further, engage that core, lift, slow, slow, slow. Hold. Again, just hold for as long as you can. It'd be great if you can hold for 20 breaths, but that's not always possible. So I'm going to come down. Again, slow, slow, control. And that's your headstand. I love headstands. I just find that they are, well, they're very good actually for your skin, your facial skin. Very good for headaches, things like that. The only thing I would suggest is if you have suffered from high blood pressure or have any heart conditions, I probably would avoid the headstand. Pregnancy, things like that, all these things should be avoided. But certainly it's a great way to bring blood into the head, which is great for the brain health, obviously the pineal gland. It's great for your skin, it flushes a lot, so it gets rid of a lot of the spots and things like that you might have. And although it's very good if you do suffer from headaches and migraines and things, it's not a good idea to do one while you're suffering from a headstand, from a headache, sorry. Better to do, it's more of a preventative thing, to be honest with you, but it's good to practice them often. There's lots of health benefits to headstands. But you know, a shoulder stand is just as good in so many ways because you're still inverting yourself, you're still bringing blood into the brain, and you're also allowing for the drainage, lymphatic drainage in the body as well. Excellent, well done everybody who managed that. So the last thing I just wanted to do was a little back bend now, which I'm going to give you a choice for, of course. I'm not going to do the closing sequence of the Ashtanga, because well, it's a great one to do, but you might will run out of over the time we're having for the class today. So what I would like to do though is I would like to do a nice back bend. So for those who are not interested in doing crab, and the reason I want to do crab is because we're going to do it twice and we come down onto the crown of our head in between each one. But for those who would like to just try a nice gentle back bend, you can come and do the bridge if you wish. Alright, so feet together, feet where you feel comfortable, in line with the hips. And then inhaling, and as you do so, engaging the core, lifting the hips up as high as you can. And you want to hold this just as long as you can. It's a great fat burner for the old bottom thighs, great for the back, and a generally great back bend all round, this one, and can be held for reasonable lengths of time. When you come down from that slowly, bring the knees to the chest and just roll from side to side, okay? Right, for those who want to do crab, Urdhva Dhanurasana, we will do it together. So again, it's the feet in the position. We'll just hold for 5 breaths, or as long as you can. When you come up and you're coming down, just see if you can bring the top of your head down first of all for a few breaths and then come back up again, alright? Alright, so here we go. Feet are in the position where we know we can get up and have some purchase. Hands come under the shoulders. No good having your hands up here, you'll never lift yourself up. So you need to try and get your hands as close into where the ears are behind the shoulders as possible. Okay? Taking a nice deep breath in. I'm going to inhale up, tummy belly button up to the ceiling. Count for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to bring the crown of the head down. Just momentarily, a couple of breaths. 1 and 2, and if you want, you can try and come back up again. Up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Well done. Bring yourself back down again slowly, and bring the knees up to the chest. And just rock from side to side. Well done, everybody. That's excellent. Now, if you have done the crab particularly, I want you to just roll up, okay? Come forward into a nice Paschimottanasana. Just bring yourself forward. Always good to do a really deep forward fold after a very deep back bend. So well done to all of those of you who gave that a go. Remember, feel free to ask me any questions about any of these postures, or if you want a special tutorial on any of the postures as well. I will start to bring that forward actually. Some tutorials I think would be good, just so that everyone knows what they're doing. Okay. Well done. Everybody's done a really good job today. Right, I'm just going to lie back just for one last little nice thing I'd like to do. So we're going to bring the knees closely into the body there. I'm going to take the arms out to the side. Take a nice deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to just take the knees out to the right. Just allow them to fall nice and gently. And just relax the back. And 2, 3, 4 and 5. Bring that left knee up and just allow the knees to come into the chest. Take a few deep breaths here. Take a nice deep breath in again, and as you exhale, take the knees to the left. Just breathing 2, 3, 4 and 5. Coming back into these. And just rock from side to side. Well done. Well done, everybody. And then we're just going to do another quick rock up to seated. That's another thing that's really good to practice. Make sure your core is really strong. And then just come back into a nice, comfortable cross-legged position, and we'll just close the practice. Well done, everybody. Your lotus flower is hopefully opening. And you really feel the magic of your practice today. Take a nice deep breath in. Take the hands into Anjali Mudra, at the heart centre. Take a deep breath in. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Well done. Welcome to New Earth. See you next time.